Good day, everyone. And once again, we're late. Actually, the link to some of the other groups that people or our subscribers could actually follow us. So let us what's happening here in Canada, how it will affect the immigration. Okay, just wait for others. Also, by the way, thank you very much, guys. At the moment, we already have 1,103 subscribers. So thank you very much for your continued support. And of course, we appreciate that. And we are actually, hopefully, with my videos, and you would be able to. Oh my goodness, my internet is not so good today. So what I'm saying is, of course, I created this YouTube channel because I would like to help people like you who are aspiring to come and immigrate here in Canada. So thank you very much for continuous support. Okay, and also I would like to apologize. Last week I was not able to upload any much videos. I got so busy with lots of things going on in our in work, and the COVID-19 scare. So that's really something that impacted us so much. So that's why. But obviously, starting tomorrow or next week, I would be able to upload or create more videos and provide more information on how you can immigrate here in Canada. So once again, I also just graduated from. I also just got my immigration practitioner diploma from here in Canada from CCE Academy, and that's one of the requirements to become a licensed immigration consultant. So that's something that I'm working on right now. So I will be sitting on the exam on May. So hopefully I would pass the exam and I would be licensed and could be able to help you as soon as possible. Okay. So let's go through the questions first one by one. And of course, if you have any questions or comments or suggestions, please put that in our comment box. So, of course, we'll be more than happy to answer your questions and we'll try our best to provide you the proper answer. Okay, so this question is from Ferdinand Rosario. He actually put it on my on our YouTube channel. So hello, good day, sir. Watching from Macau, sir. Just asking. I'm a graduate of a 2-year electrical technical course with diploma. Can I apply for ECA? So if you're from the Philippines and you're saying that you're a graduate of a 2-year diploma, yes, of course you could apply for an ECA. Most probably, if you apply for an ECA, what you would get is a high school graduate equivalent. Of course, As I've mentioned in my past videos, when you are actually graduate from the Philippines, and it will be that here in Canada, people undergo elementary from grade 1 to 7, and then grade 1 to 7, followed by high school grades 8 to 12. So in total, they study or they go to school for 12 years, comparing to what we do in the Philippines. In the past, we only do grades 1 to 6 for elementary, and then first year to fourth year high school, in total of 10 years education. So now, currently, we have the K to 12, so that would help. However, as I'm saying, so 10 years of high school education in the Philippines will not be comparable to a high school study or to undergo 12 years of education. But of course, as I've said, the minimum requirement for AIPP or RNIP, or mostly other programs to immigrate here in the is high school graduate. So it's very important that you understand this and you know how to undergo processing um, your ECA as well. So if you don't know how to process your ECA, maybe I could explain that to you briefly. So of course, when you want to process your ECA, you need to choose which designated organization you want your education to be assessed. So there are choices. There are several organizations such as WES or WES. We also have ICES. There is also ICAS, and there is also IQAS or IQAS. So these are some of the organizations that can do assess your education to get your ECA. So what is the process? Of course, you need, once you chose your designated organization to assess your education, you sign up, you go to their website, create your profile, and then it will ask you what reason for your what's the reason for your ECA. Could be for immigration purposes or for general. Of course, choose immigration, and then it will ask for your name, for your details, and then it will actually ask you as well what kind of qualifications do you have, those kind of information. And then once you created your profile, it will actually send you a link, or it will explain to you how you would pay or how you could pay for your ECA. And once you're able to pay, then it will actually show you or provide you further instructions, such as how you would be able to send your original transcript records, your diploma. It has to be either in English or French. It has to be officially in a sealed envelope from the college or university that you graduated from, and it has to be it cannot be open. And as much as possible, it has to be the school, college, or university to send it to them directly. If not, some other organizations actually they accept as long as it's not open envelope. Okay, and then you just have to wait 3 to 4 weeks, I believe, and then your ECA will be sent to your mailing address. So that is the procedure. So you need to make sure that you request for a copy of your diploma or transcript from your university and college. Make sure that they put it in a sealed envelope and you do not open it. Okay, so that is our first question for the evening. Second question. Oh, by the way, I have some questions earlier. Someone called me from the United States, asking happening in the here in Canada. Everyone or a lot of people actually are losing their job. A lot of businesses are closing. Definitely, businesses are shutting down, and with that, there is a shortage of jobs here in Canada right now. There are some people who have been laid off, and to be honest, like I'm one of them. I just got laid off from temporarily laid off from my job since yesterday. So that's why I was saying earlier that I would be able to provide you, create more videos and focus on our YouTube channel to help you better, to maximize this opportunity, and of course to review for my upcoming exam, licensure exam on May. So with that, in consideration, obviously, the immigration process here in Canada would be very much affected because of the shortage of jobs for people, for Canadians and permanent residents who are already living here in Canada. Obviously, for people from overseas, it would be difficult or more difficult for you to find a job to get in here in Canada at the moment. So that is something that I would want to tell each and every one of you. Obviously, the government or employers will not prioritize people from overseas right now, or there's no job at all, actually. So I think this crisis, pandemic crisis, establishing your requirements. For example, if you don't have your English exam, you should start registering for IELTS. There are two I know that are qualified or registered to provide IELTS exam. And also just a tip to every one of you, because I know there's a lot of people who are posting scams on Facebook saying that, oh, you don't have to sit down for an IELTS exam. We can provide you the desired score that you would want to without sitting on this exam. My piece of advice to everyone: please think before you bite this kind of offers. Obviously, these kind of people are just scamming you. There is no such thing as getting a score without sitting and choosing the preferred score that you want. So I would definitely suggest not to take on these offers because it would definitely affect your application negatively badly once you process or you apply with those fraudulent documents. You would also be um, of course, the government knows what is legit and what is fake document. And if you submit any fake document, that is misrepresentation, and that would ban you 5 years here in Canada. And of course, the worst is the government will no longer trust you that you will do good when you immigrate here in Canada. So do not ruin your opportunity to immigrate until assessment. And as I was saying, ECA is good for 5 years, while the IELTS is good for 2 years. Okay. Okay. Oh, Aditya, ready. Hello. How are you there? And welcome to our YouTube live streaming. Aditya, where are you from? Anyways, you have a question about AIPP. NB endorsement. Can employer call so that I can know any updates, as it was almost 1 month? Yes, actually, your employers can do a follow up to the government because they are the ones who actually applied for your endorsement. They could actually. So your employer could contact the New Brunswick government directly, so you would have, or they would have, a good update of what is happening on your endorsement. Okay, thank you very much for that question. Let's go through another question that was posted here on our YouTube channel from Amrit Shahi. How to get job offer letter through Facebook? Please suggest me. Okay, I know I posted a video about my sister who found an employer through Facebook. That is through discussion and joining forums. So basically, you ask, throw questions, you get answers, and one day you would meet maybe an employer, or you would meet a fellow applicant who got a job offer from a designated employer. So that is a good opportunity for you to learn about how to get a job offer. But definitely there would be, like, if you would only rely, or if you would think that Facebook will actually give you get you would get um, a job offer through Facebook. There is none unless you really, really push, get connected to the employers. You would might be able to learn or to know some people who could help you. But what I'm saying is you cannot rely on Facebook to get a job offer. Okay. From Sukman Preet Kaur, which jobs are legible for this program? So when it comes to types of jobs that they are actually wanting or needing for immigration in their provinces. For example, I'll give you some of the jobs that I know that very much in demand, especially in the Atlantic province. They are looking for people who leave for fast food industry. There are also some people who, or some employers who hire or who need people who work. You could visit Indeed.ca, for example. However, as I've mentioned, currently Canada is undergoing shortage of jobs for people who are already here because of the pandemic COVID-19. So establishments and businesses are closing because there's no business, there's no customers, no clients coming in, and people are just deciding to stay at home. So people are losing jobs here right now. So it's a very difficult, or there is no chance at all to get a job if you are from overseas, because currently, right now, for us Canadians and permanent residents who are already living here in Canada, we are having difficulty getting a job because of this economic crisis. Okay. Eugene Rue, morning all, and Master Ray listening all from Pretoria. Be safe with the COVID-19 virus from South Africa. Hi, Eugene Rue. Thank you very much for tuning in once again. And thank you for your safe wishes to us. Yes, and I hope you are all well there as well. COVID-19 has been very, very big, or is impacting us a lot for sure, not only here in Canada and also in other countries. I was just mentioning earlier, here in Canada, there are several cases already. Different provinces have already declared state of emergencies to prevent further spreading of this virus, and obviously businesses are very much affected. People are losing their job, getting laid off from job. Establishments, businesses are closing, and we are just so happy and thankful because the government, Canada government, for example, Prime Minister Trudeau, just pro raised more or assisted, provided, announced about further assistance to those people who would be affected of this, get government support through EI for employment insurance. So at least um, while we don't have work. Marta Indonesia, hello, how are you there? Apak ka ba? Hello from Canada. Thank you for tuning in. Eugene Rue, South Africa is on 202 cases. We 50th on the highest infection list in the world. Oh my goodness. Sorry to hear about that, but please be safe. Stay at home. If you do not need to go outside, do not go. So, we can all help preventing the spread of this disease. Okay, Mosin Khan. Also, another question posted in our YouTube channel. As a physiotherapist, how can I move to Canada? I got CRS of 400 only. Physiotherapists, I know or understand you need to get further licensure qualification here in Canada because you will be treating people. So obviously, it's for safety and health reasons. I think you need to undergo a recertification or to improve your or to upgrade your education and skills through studying here in Canada. If you already have 40 in your CRS, that's a good start already. You could actually bring it up through different ways. For example, if you would be able to get a nomination from a province with work permit that would allow you to work here in Canada, with those, you would definitely improve your CRS scores and you would have better chances of immigrating here in Canada. Okay, thank you for that question. Another question posted in our YouTube channel from Christine Pujeda. Hi, Soraya. I only have 3 years of experience, but the last one was April 2016. Am I qualified for this program since they only require is 1 year? But I just had a doubt of the gap that I'm not working. If you are actually talking about AIPP or RNIP, no longer qualified for those programs because they would require at least 1 year of experience in the last 3 years. So it should be from 2017 to 2020. You should have at least 1 year of experience to qualify for that program. Okay. I have some more comments here. Eugene Rubes, to use this time to work on resumes, cover letters, and prepare. Yes, that is absolutely the best thing to do right now. Thank you very much for raising that, Eugene Ru. I already mentioned that earlier. At the moment, there are no companies hiring here in Canada. So if you would be looking for a job, definitely there would be none. If you would submit your resumes, there's no harm. Employers will keep that, but obviously you won't get a job offer for now and for the next few months, or hopefully it would not take long. So as Eugene is mentioning, now is the best time for you to prepare. So it's the best opportunity for you to prepare, learn about the different programs and how you would improve your chances of immigrating here in Canada, such as preparing, working for on your resume, cover letters, preparing for your qualifications or requirements, such as processing your ECA, getting your IELTS exam, and this and that. And also, it's also a good opportunity for you to process your proof of fund as well. Okay. Mary Grace, thank you very much for tuning in. Hi, Sir Ray. Okay pa po ba ang AIPP these days? Nabasa ko po kasi parang hindi na daw sila nag-accept applicants outside Canada. Okay, I'll just translate Mary Grace's question in English so people can understand it further. Is AIP of Canada? AIPP is still on process, still ongoing. So obviously, for obvious reasons. However, they are still hiring people, but the thing is, there are some limitations. Maybe some, like as I've said, because of the certain condition of Canada right now, they're very difficult to get jobs. So of course, they cannot do that. Especially, they have to make sure that they provide the jobs to people who are Canadian citizens or permanent residents. But still, yes, employers are still hiring people from overseas as soon as the condition of the country gets better. Okay. I appreciate your comment, and of course, I'm doing this to help as much people as I could. And also, I mentioned it earlier. I was also thanking you guys because as of the moment, we have 1,103 subscribers. The moment I became active on this YouTube channel. So thank you very much for your support and for subscribing. And for those people who have not subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button. And I've got several videos, tips, advice, discussing programs on how you could immigrate here in Canada. And I really, really appreciate your support there, guys. Eugene Rue is the profession 6314 Customer Information Service Supervisors. 6552 customer services representatives in demand in Canada, especially in AIPP and RNIPP. Yes, there are some retail stores and call centers who are actually hiring through those jobs. So if you could actually see through Indeed.ca or Job Bank, please make sure that you apply for it. That is a good job as well. Anyways, okay, continuing, moving forward. Some more questions that for different countries. Do you mean need police clearances from all, or just the current place is okay? Okay, good question. In one of the requirements to immigrate here in Canada, once you're processing it, is that you would be required to submit for police original police clearances from all the countries that you live the past 10 years for a minimum of 6 months. So not just the country that you are currently living. So for example, me, I started working overseas in Singapore, I work in the Philippines, in Papua New Guinea, and here now in Canada. So when I was actually applying for my permanent residence, I had to get the police clearances from all these countries, except Canada, of course, because I wasn't in Canada that time yet. So to confirm to confirm the answer on your question, yes, you have to provide police clearances in all the countries that you live for a minimum of 6 months in the past 10 years. Okay, I hope that I answered your question there. Another question that I have here from Obioma Oki Dixon Kimezi. Hi Ray, I have a higher diploma in agriculture extension and management. Can I send it for assessment to West for AIPP? Is that okay? Yes, of course, Obioma, with all means, please do process your ECA. And the organization, as you said, if you choose West, will be the ones to decide what would be the qualification um, equivalence of your education. Okay. Another question here. Do this sing. My NOC is 1241 and 1221 with 10 years experience, IELTS 8, 7, listening 8, speaking 7, writing 6.5, and reading 6.5. West done. In Express Entry Pool with CRS 326, married with one child. I keep applying to AIPP, all the designated employers, don't get any reply. One email to at least 400 employers, but no reply. As you and your sister got into Canada, please help to get job offer. Okay. What I could say right now is please be patient. And as I've said, it's very difficult to get jobs right now all over the world. But definitely, as soon as everything subsides, everything gets settled, of course, the chances of getting a job again would be getting better. Okay. And also for those people who are asking how was my English exam 2 weeks ago, I got the result 2 days ago and I passed with flying colors. So that's one step towards becoming an immigration consultant. So I already processing my application, and hopefully by next week I would be able to send it so I could sit down for the exam on May. Mary Grace, thanks for responding. Another question po, sir. High school graduate lang po ako sa Pinas and my consultant told me that it's possible applying for caregiver po sana. Thanks, sir. If you would process your ACA, most probably it would be less than high school graduate. And I'm not sure if it's still possible if you're applying for a caregiver, because as far as I know, for a caregiver, you have to be a high school graduate. But let me see, okay? Okay, TFWs for caregiver being hired for lower skilled occupations may require a certain amount of experience, short work demonstrations, on the job training, or no formal education requirements. And for higher skilled occupations may require a post-secondary education, for example, university degree, college diploma. Okay, so if I understand it correctly, yes, you could qualify. However, there should your employer should be able to apply for an LMIA for you there. Okay. And there is also a requirement for for language proficiencies. English or French caregiver must have a level of fluency that enables them to communicate effectively and independently in. Yeah, so Mary Grace, yes, for you to do it. Okay, we'll go through some of the questions now that are posted in our Facebook group, Successful in Immigration Pilot, Successful in Canada Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program. Okay, so just give me a second. I'll go through all the questions that we have now. Okay, just give me a second. We'll go through the questions. Okay, this is one of the questions posted by Farzana Charmaine in our Facebook group, Successful in Canada Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program. I know it's a little irrelevant to ask questions regarding anything else due to the global condition, but I really need to know this. What is the difference between a secondary school diploma and a higher secondary school diploma in Canada? Aren't both of these are the same? Between these two, which one is actually required for AIPP and RNIP? I'm not sure about secondary school diploma and higher secondary school diploma. As far as I know, um, high school graduate or high school diploma is what they actually call it here in Canada, and it's just the same. They are both the minimum. Well, Corsilos Pejoto, here's his question. Guys, can I ask? I have a problem. If you don't have any further questions, guys, I think it would be we'll be stopping this discussion in the next. If you don't have any questions, then we'll just be finishing our um, live streaming today. But thank you very much. I appreciate you joining me today. Okay, Mary Grace, thanks po. Medyo worried ako. Yeah, no problem. You're welcome. But as I've said, if you have your consultant, communicate with your consultant. So your consultant should be able to or should understand, should know better about your programs. But as I've said, guys, thank you very much for your continued support. I will do more videos, especially that I have more time for it. So expect more videos from me. Okay, Eugene Ru, please note that ECA has a delay on accreditations for any documents received after March 10th. Thank you very much for that information. So you guys, if you are actually processing your ECA, take that into consideration. But obviously, yes, a lot of people, as I've said, because the business has gotten lower, um, um, so the processing I know is getting slower as well because some people are actually working from home. Okay. Thank you, Sir Ray, for giving your time to assist us. We really appreciate it. It is always my pleasure, Eugene Rule. Thank you very much. Stay safe, all. And as I've said, guys, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to put that in our comment section in our um, YouTube channel, in any of the videos. Put a comment, and I will be more than happy to provide you the. And God bless us all. Have a great day. Bye bye.